Sorry, I don't mean to disturb you.
We're on a podcast, do you know this?
Are we reenacting scenes from Obsession?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that might be a bit too much.
This is my interview.
This show, wow. We go on an emotional roller coaster with your character. Is it kind of about how obsession then enables you to let go of inhibitions in a way, right? Like, it's all about letting go of inhibitions. Has it enabled you to let go of things in playing a role that's this complex like that?
Yes, yeah, because there are bigger things than you at play. We had a great process though, to kind of feel like I was free playing. To actually feel like you're playing on screen is just so much fun, and something that I don't take lightly, because you know it can so often not be the case where you feel that you are free to play. But also then we had this incredible intimacy coordinator called Adelaide Waldrop, and she was just another level to anything that I've worked with before. We really worked through the psychological tone and then the physical tone of each sex scene, of each motivation. It was all there in the play, and once we had done that, then we just completely felt free to, you know, we knew the dance, we learned our choreography, we knew how to punch safely, you know, all those things that you do with choreographers, with stunt coordinators. I finally felt like I was in a place to do that kind of stuff. Felt fully armed, really.
Because I think we talk a lot about intimacy coordinators now, which is amazing that we have these on set. And I think so many people still don't necessarily understand what they actually do. What does an intimacy coordinator actually help with and enable your performance?
Yes, so from a very basic point of view, they set up the atmosphere of consent and boundaries, and we do a touch map all over your body, and we would work through, okay, I'm happy being touched there, I'm happy being touched there, but not there. And it can be the side of your arm, it can be anything. We're all just humans coming to set. We don't know what someone's been through or, you know, what makes them uncomfortable. And we work out all of that, and then we find a map then that we are safe to use, and then we work through the physicality of each scene, and we choreograph the actual sex itself. And then there's another level of how you want it to feel, what's happening. It's all about the context, so what's happening. And we had ours labeled. We had different types of sex scenes labeled and where they are in the storyline, and how, I don't know, how aggressive it can be, how gentle. It's setting the tone. So she's very much leading that, really.
Doing sex scenes on screen must be quite a daunting prospect. Then when you have the intimacy coordinator on board, it makes it a lot easier with the choreography, like you're saying. But that's still that element of having to be nude on screen must be quite a vulnerable state to have to be in. And that's what I was thinking when I was watching this. I was like, wow, that's quite a vulnerable place to go to, but a very empowering one at the same time, maybe. Is it maybe empowered your relationship with your own body in a new way, do you think?
I think so, yeah. I think so. I did feel, that's a great word actually, because I did feel very empowered, because we had done the homework and I felt like, oh, I'm doing something as it's supposed to have been done. I've done a lot of sex scenes, nothing that I've ever been upset over, but sometimes at the end of the day felt a tinge of regret, or a tinge of, oh God, that's in the can and that's out of my control now. I felt in control, and that's empowering.
Yeah.
And fun then. We had a lot of fun on set. We had a lot of fun because we felt protected.
And it's so empowering to see sex scenes like this on screen where the woman is dictating it as well, because there's still not enough of that on our screens. Was that an empowering element of it for you as well?
That was so much fun. And to explore that world of, so Anna is the dominant submissive. She's very much in control. But what feeds her and what is cathartic for her is to hand the reins, knowing that everything is set up, it's all consensual, and she can just be taken somewhere. And that was just really fun. That was really, really fun to do.
And I think it's so tastefully done as well. And I think it's, as a society, we really shy away from having discussions about submissive versus unsubmissive relationships and this kind of sex on screen. And it's kind of amazing that a show like this is there to kind of like take away the shame from it in a way as well.
Yeah, I think so. Richard was saying, and he did say it early on in our rehearsal and filming, he's like, let's just do as the French do and just kind of, you know, not be so, scared or, you know, embarrassed by our bodies. Like, we all have our bits, don't we? That's not verbatim, I'm just adding.
I mean, we've all got our bits, but...
We've all got our bits.
Yeah, we've got our bits. No, I really want to see Anna come back. I know this is like a controversial opinion, maybe, because obviously it's a limited series. There's 4 episodes. But I feel like if she was going to make a comeback, what would you want us to see her do? How many more wrecking ball moments can one woman have?
Oh my God, yeah, she definitely listens to that song, doesn't she?
Did you listen to that song to get in the mood?
No, we should have. No, there was a few songs we listened to get in the mood, and it definitely wasn't that. She wouldn't go back to that apartment.
No. There's no furniture in
But there's nothing. They never used the furniture anyway.
I know.
We were covered in bruises.
I'm not surprised. And probably blisters.
There's no give
like,
in
little,
that hardwood.
Splinters.
Yeah.
So that actually went through my head. I was like, wow, that is not comfortable.
Not great. Richard I just put it up as well on Twitter. He put a picture of us from behind the scenes of us just hanging out in our bathrobes, but covered in bruises, just hanging out.
Yeah. God, the makeup team had a big job.
Yeah. I would say to Anna, buy some arnica. Stay away from the flat. I don't know, explore, leave London, do something.
Are you already in an interview?
Yeah, are you coming in?
Yeah. Sorry, have I disturbed your interview?
Yeah, come on in. Do you want to share the seat? Here he is now. We're on a podcast, do you know this?
Are we reenacting scenes from Obsession?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that might be a bit too much for our audience, a bit PG.
Well, I'm not supposed to be here, am I?
Been hearing about your bruises.
Where were yours? Knees?
My knees, my toes.
Elbows and hip bones?
Yeah, all the bone
How does
bits.
one get a bruise on a toe?
I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, let's not go into
Because-
that.
We're not going to reenact
Maybe this is the
anything.
roller skate, when I roller skated over your toe. There were handprints left on the walls, but they were.
There
I
was.
think they had to repaint
Yeah.
Yeah.
between days because there were handprints left on the wall.
I thought you were coming in to stop me from speaking about something I shouldn't be speaking about. This is my interview.
Get out! Thanks. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Speaking of wrecking balls, there we go. Well,
There we go. I don't know what we got in the can in the end with filming Obsession.
it's great on screen.
Great.
Great. They've done a great edit job.
Good, thank God.